Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Collide, where we do all collide of everything that deals with DC and Marvel. Right now is the bestest time right now for Marvel, and they, I think two for one right now. It's two for one right now. They kind of messed up on. I'm hearing on the grapevine they messed up on. You know. Captain America, but they did bounce back from Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and now they got Daredevil, 2 episodes, and that's one of the topics I do want to talk about, and I do want to talk about also Doctor Doom, Batman, Thunderbolts, and see what's going on from there. The first topic I want to talk about to get all the steam out and everything because I'm hearing a lot of feedback from the Daredevil. The Daredevil is uh they getting back from yeah, it's been 7 years. Why bring it up now? Why why you have to connect it to the universe to the MCU? A whole bunch of stuff, you know. They had criticized it like I have here, gritty engage, uh Born Again brings back the brutal action and street level storyline that made the origin serious and stand out. Charles Cox delivered another compelling performance, making Daredevil's return feel both familiar and fresh. That's from Collider, right? And then you got a mixed review, strong start, uneven execution. While the series starts off with a strong noir-inspired tone, it struggles to maintain momentum. Some episodes feel paddled, and the supporting characters aren't as well developed as in the Netflix version. IGN, and they got negative thoughts like uh lacks the edge of the origin. Hey, it is what it is from the Verge. Disney has softened Daredevil too much. The grittiness and nature storytelling of the Netflix era have been diluted, leave a show that feels more like a standard MCU entry that is proper successor. That's the Verge. But for me, I don't know. This is like 2 episodes in, so I think that he should have had hold his his information back a little bit, you know. But it is what it is. And then positive a return to form for the MCU. After a string of lackluster Disney Plus series, Born Again feels like a course correction. The fight choreography is thrilled, and Vince to D'Onofrio, Kingpins remain a highlight as variety. You know, these are thoughts that's going on with Daredevil. You know, and we have a lot to talk about. I just wanted to bring this up because it brings his character to what Daredevil is, and we have my my all-time favorite. The panelist is here with me to talk about this. Nas, you have the floor. How you feel about Daredevil?
I haven't seen the I haven't seen the revamp of it as yet. I'm still waiting on my wife to catch up so we can watch it together. She won't let me watch it without her.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
How you feeling about this? This is one of my panelists.
Yeah, we know already.
Um, I'm sorry, man. I'm not a fan. I'm
It's
not a
all
fan at
right.
all.
It's all right. But
It's okay. We're all friends here.
at least at least try to look at it from a different angle, from different perspective, because you're an artist, and I want your creating it from there. I want uh your feedback from that perspective, right? Because
Yeah, yeah, I'll do that.
there there's cadences I can't per, foretold.
Mm,
Because like I could say that as of right now, it it got points to points good, because even in the I'm not gonna spoil it, but this one part in the guy's house, the dude just literally lost it, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Just literally lost it. That's what I'm saying. Like, Daredevil. I see it from that perspective, like the the choreography and the music. What's behind the music? Why this particular music? You feel me, Scott?
yeah,
That's why I want you to see from a different perspective, because you're an artist and you can see things that I can't see, and I want you to see it from that perspective from me. Even though you dislike the character because you watched a movie, you didn't watch the Netflix series. I'm gonna get on you though. You didn't watch the Netflix series. You have a reason to hate, but it's okay.
We got on him already. Let the comments get on him now. Get him.
mm, I'm just not a fan, bro. That's all. I mean, I don't see him as
On
like
behalf of the people um who made Daredevil, as lovable as it is, on behalf of Stan Lee, who's in the grave, I apologize that your first interaction with it was the
what
first
you
Daredevil
mean,
movie.
bro?
Mm.
Like, listen, okay. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not even because I just don't like him, bro. All right?
it's it's all
I
good.
don't appreciate it.
It's all good. We're still family here.
OG, one of my favorite panelists that has great thoughts, just keeps you speechless out here. OG Marvel, you out here?
Hello. So yeah, I did watch Daredevil Born Again, and I absolutely love it. I've seen the other series. I even seen what Punisher.
Hmm.
Love too. And starting, I go to figure out what happened to Kingpin. It's alright, uh, but I love the whole Daredevil uh, timeline, I guess, they're
Okay,
putting together.
okay,
Okay, because if you think about it, the plots of these shows are fairly simple compared to like Penguin or other, I don't know, organized crime shows, and I'm okay with that. And you can I can be okay with that, and you can still make a good show. And you base it on more than ethic is because you can't have all the storyline going and still make the cool thing about more than ethic. So that forces the writer to cut back on the characters. And a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people want twists and turns and betrayals. And I can get some of those, But if you make it about morals and ethics, now you can't put a lot of twists and turns. And I love that. Because it's really relatable to the person, at least to me, is. Um, and I think, what would I do if I was in that situation?
Mhm.
Not, not saying real life, hypothetically. And it makes me more attached to that character. That's why Punisher is probably my favorite character, and I can't wait to see him in this show. And he's gonna put give Daredevil a big smack on the back as a boy. Because do I talk about the show or not yet?
Not as of yet, because there's only 2 episodes thus far. I just want to say that for at the beginning of this Daredevil Born Again, I'm gonna I'm gonna keep a watch on it and see what's to come and how the story is gonna unfold. Because it's a lot. It's a lot to tell about this, because I want to make sure that it's being told the way it should be told. I want to be able to make sure that it's not complicated. What the fuck is going on? Oh, did my screen just literally just fucked up? My screen just literally fucked up on me. So sorry about that, guys. I'm having technical difficulty, and I'm trying to rectify it right now. That shit just literally fucked up on me. There we go. I fixed it. I'm like, yo, what the heck just happened? I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just fixed it. But yeah, like I was saying, with Daredevil, it just, we're just gonna see. We're just gonna see and make sure that it is not gonna change anything. It's not gonna undo anything. You know. Uh, the next topic I have is also coming. Pat, any thoughts on Daredevil?
I haven't seen it yet, so I really can't make any opinions on it.
Word. So the next topic I have is Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom. There's a lot of things that's going on with Doctor Doom. Uh, Doctor Doom. People are spectating right now. Is Doctor Doom the biggest villain? I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Who wants to give their first thoughts? Uh, is Doctor Doom the biggest villain? Nas? Sky, OG,
Oh,
Pat.
I was waiting to go last.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say by the looks of things, it would make sense for Doctor Doom to be the last and final villain in this saga. For one reason and one reason only. That was supposed to be Kang, and they course corrected and fumbled because of some bullshit, and went to RDJ coming back for no reason. So now, if that's what they're going to do, and typically in the comics, anytime when Kang gets defeated, for some reason, it's because Doctor Doom is there. It makes sense that they're gonna have him show up and be like, oh no, Kang, you thought you were gonna be the big bad guy? Look at me, I'm Kang. I'm Doom. I mean, look how awesome I am. I hate Reed. Where is he? I'm gonna beat his ass.
so who's way more powerful than Doctor Doom?
The Beyonder. And then again, it's dependent on which version of Doom.
The Beyonder is way powerful than Doctor Doom.
He has to be. But like I said, then again, it depends on which version. It depends
Hmm.
on the version of Doom that we're working with.
Okay, that makes sense. Cause like they're on Screen Rant is saying like they have the like saying the same thing like Marvel's confirmed one of its movie villain is way more powerful than Doctor Doom. I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna share that link over here so y'all can be able to see that. I mean, I just think that I'm like, who the heck is way powerful than this guy? Sky, you got any thoughts?
Who's more powerful than who?
Doctor Doom.
Oh, there's people more powerful than Doctor Doom. But Doctor Doom is Doctor Doom, bro. Like, he's like probably the only villain that ever like conquer and have his own fucking kingdom. He's, I mean, he's that guy. I just want to see what's the name play Doctor Doom and how he gonna play it. I just hope it's not cringe.
Okay.
They said Dormammu. Really? Dormammu?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I was just about to say that. I was
I
just
get
about to
it.
say that, but I was waiting
In
for
actuality,
OG. I was
yes.
waiting for OG because OG might just come out and say
Mm-hmm.
it.
Oh, gee, you agree?
I'm still waiting.
Oh,
Uh, my it's very interesting. Um, I just I'm on still on Daredevil. Hang on, there was sidetracked. So um, I don't know much about Doctor Doom, but I know he's what I looked into and what they don't show in the shows is or the movies is from what I read, what I saw on YouTube, he's more of a tactician, and that's his biggest strength is being tactical and strategic. He is strategist. That's
Doctor
his
Doom.
biggest. I think so.
Okay.
I think he's a strategist.
Okay.
Yeah, he can shoot electricity from his hands, but I think his biggest strength is his strategist.
Mm. What about you, Pat?
Me personally, I only think there's one person that could take down Doctor Doom, and that is Tony Stark himself.
but he's not
Nice,
alive.
nice try. Nice
Okay,
try.
that's a lot of people that
Nice
take.
try.
There's a lot of people that take down
Nice
Doctor
try.
Doom. So
Well,
let's not
technically he
forget
is
that
alive. Technically he is alive.
Doctor Doom has been defeated a couple fucking times. Like on some stupidity shit, thinking that he got it, and it didn't happen. Like, come on, bro,
Wait, but
Fantastic Four done beat him. Like,
y'all try to say Iron Man is dead, but technically he's technically alive.
Wait, it's not even about that. You just
I
said
mean, yeah,
Iron
because
Man
he
can
ain't
beat
playing Doctor
Doom.
Doom.
Yeah, I mean Doctor Doom is Iron Man.
Your point of your
You know what I'm
point.
saying? There's only one person with a brain like Tony Stark. That's only Tony.
No, there's so many with
Understandable.
braids. Like you have the Mandarin, you have Doom, you have Reed, you have Bruce.
That's true
Who
Yeah.
too.
else?
Do they have their own industry in the business?
You have a Hulk.
I mean,
The Baxter.
Reed
Okay,
Richards do.
Baxter Building. Doom. Who else got their own thing going on? T'Challa got his own thing going on. Who else? Who else? Um, what's this guy's name?
Everybody had their own industries.
Yeah, everyone have their own thing that they deal with
Hmm.
Nah, honestly, I never seen that.
because you haven't looked.
Well, I know Doctor Doom got his own building.
It's not even about their own buildings,
I
about their
know.
Yeah,
mental
Tony Stark got
capacity
his
and
own
their
building.
genius.
Like,
Hmm.
I mean, there's not too many
Nah,
buildings in New York for everybody though. That is true though. Not too many people got their own building in New York. And Fantastic Reed Richards has his own. Like, you feel me? Like, you got the Fantastic Four building, just like they got Avengers Tower and shit like that. But
And don't forget about what's his name again? The perv Namor or Namor. He got his whole undersea kingdom.
I ain't know about all that,
And and
man.
and and in the comics, he's also a founding member of the Illuminati, of which I'm not Doctor Doom,
Oh,
Iron Man,
okay.
and Reed Richards and Captain America, not Captain America, Black Panther are members.
No, I know you.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot, bro. I mean, yeah, you got a whole underwater kingdom and shit. But once you like really deep into it, you're not gonna know that. Like a lot of people don't know that unless you like, know what I mean, like a old school type of person, like like '90s oriented type style, where you know you used
Hi.
to all the history and shit. But a lot of people don't know that shit.
And Namor's place is actually called Atlantis, just like DC's version is called Atlantis.
Oh man, so he Aquaman.
Mm-hmm. Marvel Aquaman with wings.
Nah, nah. What you call it? Chopped it off. Remember?
Yo, chill.
Remember she chopped it off.
Mm-hmm.
She chopped it off because he killed his mom, killed her
Mm-hmm.
mom. She's like, fuck this. I was like, yo, she did righteous, man. Even though she's a
And if I
girl,
remember
you,
correctly, Namor was the first character that could fly, or something like that.
mhm.
Yeah, in the comics, Namor was the first ever character who was able to fly. Namor could fly before Superman.
Beat that, DC. Say nah. Say nah,
Yeah,
say nah.
chill.
Uh, but yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to take because like right now, people are talking about Dumamo. They even talking about bro. They even talking about for Avengers Doomsday. Doctor Strange should be part of that to fight him first. To fight him first before Secret Wars.
That makes sense. Well, before Secret Wars, why not
Yeah,
both?
I mean, yeah, of course. Of course, it's related to the same link that I gave you,
Mm.
and there's different comic books that's connected with it.
Uh,
That shit dope though. Screen
Yeah,
Rant did their thing. Like put everything concise manner. If you want to know about Doctor Doom a little bit before Doctor Doom arrives, here's a couple of comic books to see your measurement of what Doctor Doom in the movie is gonna look like. I know that y'all I know y'all artists is y'all keen for 60 FPS playing video games. I get it. I'm not complaining and nothing like
oh, did
that.
you see the leaks?
It's just that I feel as though that we got good eyes. We wasn't born with 3D magnific perfect perfection eyes. Long as
Bro,
you can't tell if a 8K is in front of you versus a 4K is in front of you. You know, so I get sharpness, CGI ness. Everything needs to be congruent and all that. Everything must be in fair to the comic books, and you have to put it into the movie. But sometimes producers and writers don't want to put everything, and I can't judge them for that point. That's why I measure my points per thing that they do. So that's one of the points that there's always number one that always comes off. But I still give them their flowers because that they tried, and the audience is gonna judge it. The audience is gonna judge it. The audience is gonna tell you what time it is. You know, Nas is ready, Sky is ready, OG is ready, Pat is ready, and I'm sure my community is ready to have a deep conversation and see what's going on with this. You feel me? Because like it is what it is. Like we definitely gonna see what it will be because I can't speak upon the because all I can do is theorize, right guys, all we can do is theorize and hope for the best because Doctor Doom is in the comic books already. It's been done and created for us Marvel fans, and we just hope that when Disney wants to and Marvel wants to create such caliber of a character that's intertwined into this, because I'm sure before I finish my train of thought, I have a question for each and every one of you guys. Do you understand what's going on from phase four till now?
um, phew, that's a good one. I don't know, man. I think they're gonna have some nice in the future, though. You know what I mean, the way they setting everything up, but I don't know. I feel like they're gonna do some tricky shit. I mean, you already got Iron Man as Doctor Doom, so let's see what more trickery they're gonna have. But that's trickery. Like you get rid of Iron Man, then you have him come back as Doctor Doom. It's a little bit too much trickery right there.
All right, I'm gonna do a recap for you guys since you guys do not know what's going on. I'm gonna do a recap.
Some of it
I'm
don't
a
make sense. Some of it don't make sense.
I'm
Some
a
of
I'm
it
a
don't make
I'm a
sense.
Yeah.
but I'm a
Bring it
I'm
down.
a I'm a I'm gonna make it make sense. I'm gonna make it make sense.
What's after
Watch.
Fantastic Four? You had Ironheart. Ironheart, I
No,
think it's gonna be dope.
I'm gonna make it make sense for you, right? I'll
Um,
take it from Spider-Man with Tom Holland, right? Do you guys know the movie of how everything went, of how it started, the multiverse? Because without Mysterio, without Mysterio, none of this would have never happened. Because if
How do we know that? Because
listen, check it,
his
check
thing
it,
was fake.
check it. I understand your whole understanding, but You don't understand what's going on from the back scenes of how I'm looking at it, right? Because
Okay,
you
cool, cool,
know,
cool, 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 cool.
I asked the question: do you understand what's going on right now from Phase 4 till now? Spider-Man: No Way Home is part of Phase 4. The one with Mysterio is part of Phase 4.
So fake
S
multiversal storyline. Okay,
but
cool.
but I'm saying this is how it began. This
Yeah,
is
fake
how.
multiversal
But
storyline.
but hear me out.
What did I say that's wrong?
But you're
I know,
not
but
hearing
it's
me.
still
You're not even hearing me out. Hear
okay.
me out.
Let me shut up. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
Hear me out. What I'm saying is this: no matter how you feel about what you want to believe, but here's the key points that I want to get you guys to have an understanding of Phase 4 till now. Tom Holland with Mysterio, right, Nas? You with me? You with me with Mysterio, right? With how it began, where he had to he didn't know he didn't know if he should carry on this thing that happened with Tony Stark, and then Mysterio um made him believe in a theory that should have been, and then um he got his identity messed up. He got his whole identity messed up. Then after that, they did the No Way Home with Doctor Strange, because he went to him to make everybody forget. Are you guys with me there?
Yes.
Cool, cool, cool.
So this is where I believe that the whole multiverse saga started. This whole multiverse that started um, because Spider-Man: No Way Home is after um, the whole fiasco that went down, where um, if it wasn't for Ant-Man, none of this would have came to fruition, right? If it wasn't for Ant-Man to come save them, they would have still stood there, hands behind their legs, don't know what to do with themselves.
Are you talking about rivals?
Huh?
Who do you mean by head switching the leg?
If it wasn't for Ant-Man, if it wasn't for Ant-Man showing up, they would have still had their hands tied behind
That
they
was Endgame. Endgame happened for No Way Home.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking it way back, because when they did that part, I think that's the kind of the part that kind of messed up at the same token. Kind of messed up because they figured out a loophole. So that's how loopholes started, because um Doctor Strange, remember, the Forgotten One said that, why did he use the time stone when Hulk went to him? Why did he use the time stone? And then she just agreed, and then said that, make sure you bring it back to this timeline. You feel me? So that's why I'm bringing it way back, because I remember how all this multiverse started. I don't know if you guys are paying attention from that key detail. Fuck
The
everything
multiverse started
else.
with the first Doctor Strange movie.
The first Doctor Strange movie?
Yes,
You think so? It's not. It's not.
yes.
It's not. It's not
That's where
Spider-Man
we first
first.
learned that there was ever a no, no, no. The first time we ever learned that there was ever a multiverse to even consider
No,
was
we
in
we
the first Doctor Strange movie.
no. That's dimensions. Dimensions is different from that. Doctor Strange is dimensions.
We learned about dimensions and the multiverse.
Well, dimensions are in one singularity universe. The
Hmm.
multi the multiverse is greater than that. It's it's like it's like just because in our own ecosystem, our sun from a different ecosystem is not bigger than our sun that we have. But that's in one one light year away or something like that, right? So when it comes to dimensions, it's like the same thing if you watch Cloak and Dagger, right? And it explains a little bit of that, from the way the writers write it. So if you're saying Doctor Strange, the first one, why you say that, bro? That started everything.
Because the Ancient One told Stephen that in the first movie.
Mm. So you think it's his fault that everything has
No, no, no.
done? Yeah.
What I said is we learn about the existence of a multiverse because of the first Doctor Strange movie. That's what I
Hmm.
said, and you said no.
And then, well, that's what I said. I said no because I believe that it's dimensions, but you're saying
No, we
it's.
saw dimensions, but we learned about multiverses in the same film.
Oh, we did.
Yes, the Ancient One
Okay.
said to Strange,
Maybe I
the
didn't see
universe is
that
only
part.
one of an infinite number.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, that's what you meant. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, so we knew this.
Okay,
I know
okay.
my
That's
stuff,
what you.
kinda.
That's what you meant. I'm like, okay,
I know my stuff.
that sounds familiar with what you just said. I was like, okay, so
I
that's
wouldn't
what
just
you
be.
meant.
I just wouldn't be willfully lying to y'all.
Okay, that's what she meant. Okay,
Hmm.
all right, bro. You got that. You got that. So yeah, that's how because Doctor Strange was part of Phase 4. This is all Phase 4 right here, bro. I can even look it up real quick to make it real simple, and you'll see it in the real context of how everything is connected till now. And they're just WandaVision. WandaVision is right after the whole fiasco. Right after the whole fiasco. And then you got Black Widow trying to figure things out. I don't know with Black Widow, is it before Endgame or I don't know.
Black Widow's before. It's before Infinity War.
It's full. It's
Okay.
right after Civil War.
Hmm.
What takes place between Civil War and Infinity War?
Hmm. And then you got Falcon the Winter Soldier, and then you got Shang-Chi, the Legend of Ten Rings, and then with this one with Shang-Chi, Legend of Ten Rings, it reminded me of Iron Fist because with Iron Fist, you you learn about with dimensions too, but it's like with their dimensions, you have to wait a certain amount of years, what type of moon before you enter in that dimension. Some shit like that with Iron Fist. Like that's with Iron Fist, and then with Shang-Chi, it's like you have to know you have to know the uh, the GPS map for it. If you don't have the GPS map for it, you can't just enter in like that. And then and then Nas, this is where we really got the understanding of um, parallel universes. Am I saying that right with low key?
Well, Loki, yeah.
Par- Parallel universes, right? With parallel universes, it it got me to understand science so crazy about understanding what's
Well,
beyond
to
the
be fair, they
planet.
never call it a parallel universe. That's more for DC thing. But yeah, sure, 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 sure.
But that's part of Phase 4. Phase 4 teaches you what's part of this whole thing with Doctor Doom is coming. Like, know what I mean, that this is the whole story of
But the thing is,
twists.
there were several things that happened all supposedly at the same time that
Hmm.
resulted in the collapse of the universe, or the multiverse as we know it, to where we have access to other multiverses.
Hmm.
Because you had Wanda, um whatever happened in one division that resulted in the fracture of resulted in a nexus event and fractured the universe into a multiverse. You had Spider-Man and Doctor Strange messing up a spell that resulted in that. You had the Thanos snap
Yes.
that also resulted in that. There were several things that were going on at the same time that supposedly all had the same effect.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It did. It actually
So it
did.
wasn't just a one. It wasn't just a singular event. It was a myriad of them.
Yeah. I tell you that. That is true. That is true because the Miss Marvel, that was good. It was good, but it wasn't all right. Thor: Love and Thunder, it was good, but it wasn't all right. But
Also, you admit there are some things that didn't make sense. Look at you.
but
That's
with
what I
Thor,
said.
with Thor: Love and Thunder, it taught me about Moonlight. If I didn't watch Moonlight first, I would not understand Thor: Love and Thunder. I tell you straight up.
Werewolf by Moonlight. By Moonlight.
Yeah, because Moonlight gives you the story, even though it's Egyptian mythology, but Thor: Love and
Oh, that's
Thunder,
Moon Knight. My bad. My bad. My
yeah,
bad.
Moon Knight.
I
Thor
thought you were talking Werewolf by Night. Okay, my bad.
Thor: Love and Thunder, Moon Knight, and Black Panther is all interconnected. Even Shang-Chi, because even Iron Fist, because Moonlight Moon Knight
Mm-hmm.
explains the origin of Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology, Panther mythology. It it shows that because you see Zeus there, and then with Zeus, you see all these different beings that's with Zeus. Like I said, if I didn't see Moon Knight, I would not understand Thor: Love and Thunder and why each character was there. And uh, what's her name? Calvary, Arfrey, uh, what's her name? Calvary,
I know you're talking. The name slipped my tongue. Valkyrie.
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 Valkyrie,
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Valkyrie. She's standing. She's sitting right there with them because she's the queen of
Of New Asgard.
yeah, New Asgard. So she's sitting there right there with with Thunder. They just sitting there and Thor just sitting just like crazy. You know what I mean? Showing all that shit. I'm like, yo, this is not right. You just made Thor into a laughing matter. That's not right. But this is all phase four. If you guys want to recap, this is all recap of phase four. Um, my fellow YouTube, my fellow community, this is all phase four. Now I'm gonna give you phase five, so you guys can understand what's next. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, we seen that. The Marvels, we seen that. Captain America, Daredevil, Blade is supposed to be part of Phase Five, but it's not. Ironheart, Thunderbolts. There's supposed to be another Ant Man. I don't think so. Uh, Fantastic Four, Secret Invasions, Deadpool, Deadpool and Wolverine, and that's about it so far. Yeah, that's about it so far.
Don't forget Loki season 2. And
Loki, see,
Eternals, and you forget
lo,
about Eternals. Look
no,
at you.
no, no, that's not part of Phase 5. That's part of Phase
Oh, you're
4.
talking about for coming up. Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah. Phase 4, Eternals was part of Phase 4.
Mm.
Eternal brings in with Captain America Brave New World.
Hmm.
You know, so it was an eye opening. You know, so that this is how you guys can understand what's going on in the multiverse. Forget everything else that just transpired per person per movie. Understand the cadence of what's coming, because this is the whole fiasco that happened in Infinity War, in Endgame, and people creating different dimensions, people all doing all this type of things, no law, nothing. So now, um, Doctor Doom is about to fix all that. Doctor Doom is about to fix all that. Like, yeah, my next topic will be Batman. How y'all guys feeling about? I don't know if you guys watch. I don't know if you watch this guy. He does very phenomenal work. He's on Amazon Prime. He's Jack Reacher.
Rich is my guy.
Yeah, he does John. I think he does Jack Reacher. I just want to make
Yeah.
sure
Hmm.
I'm saying it right.
He got the role.
Nah, he wants to play Batman so bad, my guy.
This is old news, and I said no.
Nah. This is not old news. This just
This is old
happened,
news. I promise you.
bruh. How's it old news?
I knew about this from last year when I see you ranting
There's
and raving on Twitter about this. I'm
Yeah,
telling people
people.
no.
That was fan cast. That was
No, 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 no,
fan
no.
cast
He
though.
said, he said last year, he said that he'd want a shot at Batman. He said it last year, and I was like, no,
And
mm-mm,
then
not
he
at all.
said it, and then he said it again. Probably then
Hmm.
he
You
said
can
it
go with that.
again. He said it again. He said, "Um, this is his quote. What amazing to me about this rumor of the Batman desire and the zeitgeist is the fact that James Gunn has personally announced publicly on his Twitter X or whatever, LOL, he's not playing Batman. He is not playing Batman. And this thing will not die. I get asked every day if I'm playing Batman. Yeah. Would I play Batman? Yes. Would I pay handsomely to be Batman? You would you wouldn't even have to pay me to be Batman. I would, yeah, I would. Done the suit said in his Batman voice. Gotham is mine. Look at that. I don't even have to practice. It just comes out naturally. I mean, he feels as though that he should be, because the way he plays Jack Reacher, bruh, the, the way he plays Reacher, bruh, he makes you feel it. He makes you feel it, bruh. He makes you feel it. This is another, show that I watch, and it's always people are always bringing him up that he should be Batman and stuff like that. But to me,
Disagree.
huh?
I disagree.
You know, I mean, I I I completely agree with you. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have the shot, but if James Gunn said no, you can't have the shot, there's nothing you can do,
Regardless of
right?
whether or not he was okay with it. I try to think about it. There's so many things that make Batman Batman, and in terms of live action, we barely scratched the surface as to what that is even. So I don't think that would be a good idea. Sure, he got the physicality. Batman is a very
Hmm.
physical character. He got the physique, but he doesn't got the moves. He's not as graceful as
He don't
Batman
got the
at
moves. What you
all.
mean?
He, he don't.
You watch Future, right?
I did. That is why I'm able to speak. He is a brawler. Batman is more than just a brawler. He got hands. He got martial arts. He has access to various degrees of martial arts techniques at his disposal. Sure, he can. He sounds very
Oh,
calculative when
so you
he's
saying that
maneuvering.
so you saying that a producer cannot break that barrier for him in order for him to be the best Batman he should be?
It's gonna be so obvious. It's gonna be very obvious. In order to fully encapsulate what Batman even is, genuinely scratch the surface of a Batman who is supposedly in his prime and does what he does, he needs to have the look, right? That's one. That's the main thing because Batman is Bruce Wayne is very handsome. He is the most eligible bachelor in all of Gotham. Um, he needs to be able to can fight, not just brawl. He needs to be able to can hiya and move gracefully and whatnot. I should believe that he could sneak up on someone despite how big and heavy he is. I don't think he can.
So let me ask you this then. Who do you think out of
I
all
don't
the
think there's anybody. I don't think there's anyone in live action that I've come across who is capable of doing it. I've seen the names that people throw out, and I'm
like
looking at this
what?
person like, yeah. I've seen Jensen Ackles, and I'm like, no, he maybe got the voice, but and the face, but he doesn't got the level of intimidation factor. Nor can he fight well. So no, if it for me, if you can't fight well, that's an automatic thing. So then you talk about people like Scott Atkins. Scott Atkins can fight, yes, but if you look at him, do you look at
You
him? Do you look
said
at Scott Atkins
you
and say,
said
oh,
you said
Scott
Scott.
Atkins?
I'm looking at it
I've
right.
seen people throw.
I'm looking at it right
I've seen
now.
people throw him in the ring. And if you're gonna say Scott Atkins, do you look at him and say, oh yes, he gets a lot of puss?
Him
That's
should be Batman. I mean,
Yeah, that's what people are saying.
he's
I'm
a
going off what
box.
the
He's a
streets be saying.
boxer. He's a
Yes, so
boxer.
he's the most eligible in that regard. But Batman is not just one thing. He has what you call it. He's layered. I don't want to just see one side of him. I must be on a whim seeing able to drop kick someone into a somersault or something. Which Scott Atkins can pull off, but at the same time, he doesn't have that level of. He's not beefy enough to be Batman. So it's very
But
difficult to
but
see
what if they
one person in
pick?
the role.
But what if they pick someone that you never thought, and that's just it?
Then good. But based on what I've seen so far, the names that people put up and the images of people who they put up, I'm like, no, get that away,
So you
please.
don't you don't you don't you don't see
I
nobody.
don't stick to live,
So
stick to animation.
you're saying that Batman has to look like he's rich.
Okay, question: Did did what's his name again? Patrick Patterson. Yeah,
What
did
Robert
Patterson
Patterson?
yeah, Robert Patterson. Did he when you saw him in the role of Batman? Did he convince you that he was Batman? Or you like, oh, yeah, he's definitely a young Batman.
He's a
Did
young
he was
Batman.
Yeah, but Batman. I said this before the last time. Batman in from when he's just started, he got hands. He's just a brawler and an adrenaline. What you call it again? A dope junkie. He had to shoot himself up to go brawl on some people. He's not a real fighter at all.
Who him?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. He's barely even a great tactician. He's just smart and wants to take out his emotional trauma on people. That's what I get from that version. He just loves solving puzzles, not riddles, puzzles, and taking out his psychological trauma on people. You're not my dad. That's all I get from him.
That's the beginning.
But I said, see, no one listens to me.
Yeah,
When I
listen to you.
back in the beginning, I said that there's so much to him than just that. Even when he just started out in the comics at age 26,
Hmm.
he has so much more to him than just that. I said this,
So
and these are the reasons that I was saying, hey, I don't like this version.
so how you like the teen version? That's from
Which one?
Gotham.
Which one?
Gotham.
I
That's
told you
his
that
teen.
one.
That's his teenage
It's a
years.
hideous, yes, it's a hideous rendition of what made Bruce Wayne Batman. It's a great show in terms of it keeps you entertained, but it did a horrible job of representing the Batman villains properly and accurately to the source material and what
What
Bruce
you
Wayne was
mean?
doing
So you don't like
and
the
what
Penguin?
Bruce Wayne.
You
Are you gonna let me
you
talk? Are you gonna let me
you.
talk? And what Bruce Wayne was doing leading up to his debut as Batman. However, I did say that the villains were entertaining. I did say that I love going back for the villains. However, the villains were a far cry from who they are in the comics, especially when they became that version of themselves in the comics. A lot of things were happening before their time. And for the most part, you weren't going there for Bruce Wayne, you were going there for the villains. Because
Nah,
you know that Bruce Wayne's character wasn't all that interesting the whole time.
nah. Me. I've always liked Batman. That's
But
that's just me.
When you watch Gotham, did you watch it for Bruce Wayne or did you watch it for Penguin, like you said? Because you remember the last time I said I
Watch them
love
for both.
that version of the Penguin.
I watch it for both.
Mm,
Cause
sure.
I like villains. I like villains, and I like humble because
Uh,
I can understand both point of views, and then from there I can make a decision on how to move forward from it because I understand two perspectives and understand both sides from both sides to make a rational decision.
but you notice how you said you like villains. You never said you like anything about Bruce Wayne.
I said you didn't hear what I said. I said
Yeah, I
I
did.
like
You said you
no
like both perspectives, but
no.
you made sure to say that you like villains.
No, you didn't hear
Everyone
what I
heard you.
you didn't you know you didn't hear me correctly. I said I said I like
Wait, let me
villains and
clean my
not
ears real quick.
I said that I like villains and I like um people with humanity or with a code with a code. We could say that with a code and have more discipline. But I do like the villains because they still have a code. They still have a reason
See, you're talking
behind
about villains
behind.
again.
I'm making my
That was my
point,
whole point.
but I'm making my point of the reason why I like villains.
Yeah, no problem. But my whole point was you went there more for the villains than for Bruce Wayne.
No, no,
Sure you like
no.
humanity and having a code,
They're
but
equal.
you like the villains. You keep
They're
singing the praise
equal.
of villains even now.
They're more equal because um I wouldn't have understand more about Batman and why Batman had to go through all his enemies because all his enemies is connected through his dad's law book.
That sounds like Green Arrow story. What are we talking about? Are we talking about
I'm
Green
not
Arrow or
talking about
Batman?
Green Arrow. I'm talking about Batman.
Yeah.
Batman's dad. Batman's dad used to be in the underworld.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
So what you talking about?
No, you mentioned the logbook. I don't.
You
I
know
don't.
Batman's dad was in the underworld, so he got got bad shit, and bad.
But the logbook story that came from Green Arrow. That's what I'm saying.
Which one came first?
you know.
Good point. That particular story, I've never seen or heard anyone reference it before. Before now, and I know that the first place that I encountered that particular storyline was from the show Arrow. So the only conclusion that I can draw for now is that that was stolen from Arrow, just like Arrow stole a lot from the comic book version of Batman. So it's all fair game.
Who's
Hmm.
better?
Not the point here. The point was you like the villains more than the hero. The point was he liked the villains more
See,
than the hero. For the
see,
nature of this conversation, the point is he
the
liked the villains more than the hero. And that's all I
nah,
was
I
saying.
love
And then you prove it
I
to
would
me, and then
I
you're
would
saying
love the
no.
hero. That's what I'm saying to you. I love them both equally
Yeah, I'm a
because
full
the
Batman fan. I like
What
both
did
Bruce Wayne
what
and
did
Batman.
what did Gotham version of Batman do that you're like, you know what? Yes, this I love this just as much as any and everything that the villains ever do. What did he do that had made you have that level, that type of reaction?
with Robert Pattinson's
See, change the subject.
you asked me a question. I'm answering it.
Yeah, I said Gotham. You said Robert Pattinson.
Gotham,
Yes, into the
well,
Gotham.
in the
What did he
God,
do that made you like, yes, I love this. I love everything about this.
you're talking about
Just
overall.
as
You're
much as
talking about overall Gotham, or you're talking about particular
yes,
characters?
yes. You brought
It
this up, so I'm trying to challenge
it
that.
show okay. It shows different characters of their origin.
Oh, doesn't answer my question, but sure,
I
go ahead.
did.
No, you did not.
You
I can
said
What
assure you did
terms?
not.
What
Gotham.
terms are we talking about? What are
You
you
said
comparing?
Gotham. So I'm keeping it
Gotham to what?
general. Yeah, you know right,
Okay,
right.
okay.
You feel me,
Let's take it from the
Scott?
top.
No, no,
Let's
no,
take it from the
no,
top.
no, no. I answered your
Because I know you're
question.
not like I know you're not comparing it to well. I think you're comparing it to.
Let's take it from the top, shall we? All right. I said from the beginning, I said I don't believe that there's any single version, like there's no one actor that I can think of that can fully encapsulate what Batman is. And I mentioned the Robert Pattinson version. Then you mentioned Gotham. You said, "Did I like that version?" And I said, "No, I did not." Then you said, I didn't like the villains." And I said, "Yes, I like the villains, but the villains didn't they weren't for their time. Not you went as a matter of fact, you went to the show. You enjoyed the show mainly for the villains and not for Batman because his story was very inaccurate to the source material.
So
Completely. You don't know.
are you
You
talking? Are
didn't
you
learn
referring to
anything
the
about it.
actors, or are you referring to the
The
character of
characters,
Batman?
the characters as they were portrayed,
Um,
as they were portrayed.
okay.
So then I said, you love the character, the villains more than Bruce Wayne's character. And then you Jesse said, no, that's not the case. But then everything that you said, you proved my point that you love the villains more than Bruce Wayne. There's nothing that Bruce Wayne did in Gotham that made you be like, yes, I
Yeah,
really,
but that
really,
that was
really, really,
the
really
whole
love this
plan of
character.
Gotham. That whole thing was to give a better insight on not just his character, but mostly on the villains. That's why it was
And
portrayed like that.
Sky, it sucked
You
so
barely even seen
much.
fucking Bruce
It
Wayne.
sucked
You
so
barely even
much
seen it.
in showing why we should give a shit about Bruce Wayne. It did not do a good job of that
I mean,
at
yeah, but
all.
we already
That
love
was my
Batman. You
point.
feel me? Why not? So
That's my point.
Like Penguin part, he played like the guy that played Penguin. That shit was dope. How they had
I said
they was
that.
showing
Remember
Penguin. So
back when we were talking about
yeah,
the Penguin TV show? I also said this is hard for me to see anyone else in that role because of how well that guy did. I said this already. So Jesse, why are you
yeah,
trying to make it seem as if I didn't say this? That's my point.
nah, yeah, we talked about that before.
Exactly. That was my whole point. And then every time I'm trying to address it, you're doing that. You're doing a shuffle.
I'm
You
not.
know,
I'm not doing
the
the
best
shuffle.
iteration of
So
Batman is
so
the
we're on the
original
same page
iteration of
now. We
Batman.
can keep it going.
Nah, man, but, I mean, as far as like the movies go, a couple good
So
iterations of Batman.
I don't believe that there's any live action version out there that can do Batman a good true
The
Batman true
animation though.
justice. Animation is what is where you need. Stick to animation. You're better there. That's my whole thing.
That's what
Stick to
We
animation.
Brave and the
don't
Bold
have
do though,
that
right?
many characters that do martial arts.
Really? At
I'm just
all?
trying. I'm
We
just trying
have
to figure it
we
out.
have some.
Falls. Falls. Falls.
We have
Falls.
some.
Cause Batman needs to have martial arts, right?
Yes, yes, he does.
You know, I'm
Top notch
just
martial arts. Well rounded martial arts.
He knows every fighting style actually.
Knows not every, but he knows a little bit, just a little bit
It's
of just
probably
about
about like
almost every
a
one of them.
couple, but he knows.
Yeah.
I think if I'm not mistaken, 86 different fighting styles.
And how many fighting styles do you think Alan what's his name again? Alan Ritchson can pull off. That's the Reacher actor. How many martial art styles do you think Alan Ritchson can pull off?
well, we can I can go back and check if he has that.
Yo, we are gonna have to depend heavily on stunt doubles, and it's gonna show. So no do is just pose like a model as Batman. That's the most that he'll probably be able to do. And talk because he can convincingly talk like Batman.
I
He
was
has
wrong.
that
It's
composing.
180.
Wait,
It's 180 different
he
fighting
played
styles.
Batman before, bro.
Who? Alan Ritson? No. Alan Ritson? No. Where?
This look fake then. I'm
He
like,
was
yo,
Hawk in Hawk and Dove. The person who played Batman before was Jensen Ackles, and it was only in voice animation. In yeah, you know who Alan Ritson played before? Aquaman. Who else he was supposed to play before? That was a DC character. Shazam. They used his physique, they used his likeness and his image as the poster for the original Shazam. It was supposed to be him, and before it went to Zachary Levi. We never
I
saw
don't
that.
think he has martial arts in him.
There we go. So get him
I'm
out of here.
looking
That's my point.
though. I'm looking.
I'm not making sense to anybody. You have to convince me. This is Batman we're talking about. This is not no chump. This is not no buster. You have to convince me that this guy can absolutely do the role. In the case of Ben Affleck, the reason why it works so well
Okay.
is because
Somebody
in the
somebody
case of
asks somebody asks right here, does Alan Rickson do his own stunts? Do his own fighting scenes?
He does his own stunts.
Yes,
Do you do your own stunts?
I do.
Really?
I do. I mean, it's a
yeah, in the
They
process.
case
People,
of
said
people don't understand, you know.
they said I show you this YouTube right now. He said he does do his own. So
Character, Jack, a lot of people got.
they you know what I'm saying? So you can't count him out. I mean, he might not be for Batman, but he might be something else. I mean, he might be something else.
that's what I said. Yeah, sure, me for
Saw
something
him
else.
first on
Like I was saying,
screen,
it's gonna be extra work for
portrayed
him
by
to
Tom
be
Cruise. He does his
to
own
show that
stunts.
he
Yes.
is
Do
or
you do
deserves the
your
role
own
of Batman.
I
stunts?
do.
That being
Really?
said,
I
the
do. I mean,
reason
it's a
why the Ben
process. Thank you.
Affleck
People don't
version
understand,
works
you know,
so
because
well is
I
because
tell
we
people I do my
knew
own stunts, and
that
then
he's
I'll be on
somewhere
Instagram with my stunt double. And
leaning
Brian Terry,
towards the
he's
end
been
of
a
his
part of the show for a long
tenure
time.
as
We
Batman. So
design a
he
lot of
didn't
the
really
fights
need
in
to do
action
anything
together
too
that we do
crazy.
in some
I
films,
like
and we
the
work together on Reacher.
Batman and
Process
Robin
is like
Batman
it's
Returns. That
months
was
long. You know, we'll design the
pretty
fights,
dope.
we'll refine
That was
them.
pretty
He'll
dope.
yell at me.
I
He'll
guess
tell me I don't
that
fight
whole
well.
Batman. That's
He'll do
like
4 or
the
5
later. I
takes
guess the
until the
later
camera
on
gets these
Batman or
big
something.
moves right. You know,
Just
and then
inspiring.
when everything's right, you know, I jump in and I do as many as it takes to get it done.
Have you hurt yourself doing this?
I've broken bones. Yeah.
Wow.
The
You
first time
broke
you seen
you
Mr.
broke
Freeze.
bones. This dude broke bones before.
Yeah,
The
Mr.
first time you seen Mr.
Freeze,
Freeze.
Poison
Oh,
Ivy,
yeah.
Jim
Just
Carrey was in that bitch wilding. That shit was dope.
I like those
Which
Batmans. Those
Batman?
Batmans.
The Jim Carrey version,
Return
that's my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah,
Batman.
returns.
That's my favorite Batman, the Jim Carrey version.
has to
Hmm.
be everybody's because that was the one. I
Yeah.
don't know why they ain't
That's
keep
the one
doing
I
it.
grew up on. He
Yep,
is like overall, that is the best version of Batman in live action.
that's
Overall.
what I'm saying.
I like
The
the older
story
version.
might have been cheesy. The story overall might have been cheesy, but the characterization of Batman in and of himself, overall, that's the best ever done in live action.
Facts.
No,
Word. Word. But you know, we're still hoping. We just hope that James Gunn picks somebody that has martial arts. But I looked all over on YouTube, and you know how people are. You know how this industry is. They like being hush
Mm,
hush. But somebody's gonna announce it, and when they're ready, I'll be ready, and then we'll talk
mm.
about it. We'll talk about it, and then we'll see how we feel about this particular character that they chosen. You
That's
know,
gonna It's gonna be animation, right? He's gonna be playing the voice.
Bat Batman Brave with the Void, I think is live action. Let me double check.
Yeah, but that is
He
live
said
action.
I
Oh,
thought
okay,
that
okay.
was it. I
About
could
to
have sworn he said
say,
he was playing the voice. They said he was
That's
supposed to be
live
playing the
action.
voice. That's what I seen when I looked when I picked
Mm.
the thing that you picked. It looked like he said the voice of Batman. If he played a voice, then what I mean that's something totally different. Like if it's
Mm.
animation, I'm cool with that. I mean, I
Yeah,
like
he
all the
needs to
animation. Animation be the top shit.
for live action. He needs to at least he needs to look the part. He needs to look like he knows what he's talking about. He needs to know how to move like he knows how to fight. like Batman, and what else? And he has to look well appealing in terms of his facial structures, so that the people can say, "Hey, ain't no way that's Batman." He's too busy getting puss. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm making sense to anybody?
Yeah.
It's not just know how to fight and that's it. It's not just be bulky and when he takes 2 steps he gets tired. It's more than that,
Not. It's just that
which
the
makes it
re.
difficult to choose the right person for live action. So to stick to animation. Animation don't have that problem at all.
I mean, I guess, but
That's my
but
whole thing.
you can't. You
Sky been
can't.
on the same side as him
You
from day
you
one. Stick to
you
animation.
can't really. I guess you can definitely ask them that, but they want to be able to try. They want to be able to try and pick one, so everybody can still love that type of genre, because
Okay, well, good luck.
with each and every iteration of generations that we seen we seen Batman, all different types of Batman till up till now, you know, and we about to see Batman Part Two. And people are even contemplating. People was even contemplating like, yo, James Gunn, instead of creating, instead of having another character, just have Robert Pattinson finish his origin, make him
No,
look
mm-mm, no,
make him
no,
look old,
no,
make him look old to continue on Brave and the Bold. Even people
no,
suggested that,
no mas,
but
no mas.
we'll see. Eventually, eventually they're gonna find their Batman. OG, any thoughts?
I still think that they're gearing up for DC. We're gonna use the Marvel Patterson, uh, Marvel Patterson's Batman, Washington is Joker, and this new Penguin guy. I
Mm-hmm.
think they're gonna have a crossover. I think we're all gonna meet.
Oh, I get what you're saying. So,
I think we're setting up a whole small universe,
I
and they're
see where
gonna
you at.
all collide
I see where you at.
somehow.
Because
Cause,
Batman Brave and the Bold is the older version. So,
cause, cause there's a Joker film with Batman, and then the Penguin show is right after the Batman movie.
mm-hmm.
And I think unless they add more, which I don't know, I think those three characters are gonna meet, and hopefully it will be the same actors. But I think it's those three, those are in the same universe, and they're gonna meet somehow.
So OG, how you feeling about that? Everybody's just going ham at this guy that he's good. He's good at what he does.
He looks good. He looks
He's
good. He
good. He's
looks the
good
part.
at being Reacher. I tell you that. He's good at
He's a
being
good
Reach.
poser.
He's good at being Reacher, and he's done well with Reacher. You know, and that's good. He's doing well for him as being Reacher, and I love that character that he has portrayed. And it's awesome to see that in that particular show is doing well. But him being Batman, there's gonna be people like Nas and maybe Sky might say nah. You know, might not might say nah because they don't have no faith in him being Batman because he doesn't have the fighting stance or the look that he does martial arts or anything like that. Doesn't have
Like,
he
he
doesn't
looks
What,
good to play a character that has powers. He looks good
what,
to play a character that has powers, not a hand-to-hand combatant
what
like
happened
Batman.
to Robert Patterson?
I
I
said I
thought,
don't like him.
yeah, I know, but I thought he's supposed to be the next Batman when everything crosses over.
Nah, James Gunn is keeping that separate.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Yes, it's
keeping
separate,
yeah
and I'm
separate.
happy for that.
He's keeping that
Oh,
separate.
I'm so happy for that.
I thought
Well,
they were all
well,
connected. I
well.
mean,
We have a couple of weeks ago. I shared a link while we still talking about Robert Pattinson. I'll share the link right now, which
cause I thought that was what they were setting up.
if
They were
anybody
gonna set.
if anybody here on Facebook or YouTube, thank you for coming. If you have missed everything that we talked about, I'll give you a recap. We talked about Daredevil Born Again. We also talked about Doctor Doom, and we also is now talking about uh, Batman with this whole um, Reacher. If you have watched Prime, he's doing fantastic over there, and he even felt like he should be the next Batman. That's what we're talking about now, and then we trying to figure things out of is he connected, is he not connected. Last time I was told that it's not connected. It's his own universe or something like that. Um, Something was shared from Screen Rant. Screen Rant is my favorite go-to. Sometimes I use other sources, but Screen Rant does well for me. The headline says James Gunn's confirmed that Robert Pattinson will not be the DCU's Batman and gives
And boy, am I glad.
promising story update for the Brave and the Bold. Recently, James Gunn and Peter Safran, co-CEO in DC Studios, debunked the rumors that Robert Pattinson's Batman would make the leap from um, Matt Reeves' The Batman film to the DC universe. The Brave and the
Good
Bold.
choice.
The Brave and the Bold. The speculation has run rampant in the DC fan base in part due to lack of casting updates for the DCU Batman and cryptic update from Reeves on the possibility. However, at a press event put on by DC Studios and attended by Screen Rant, Gunn gave a blunt answer when asked if Robert Pattinson was joining the DCU. It's certainly not the plan. He said it again. It's certainly not the plan. For his part, Safran added, we love him, but we've got to introduce a Batman into the DCU. That's what Peter Safran said. Here it goes again. We love him, but we've got to introduce a Batman into the DCU. Not this uh Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves Batman iteration, it's great. Some people might say it's not because of,
Me.
you know, but it is what it is. I would say that Matt Reeves is part of Gotham teen years that and then now this is his 27th year, his still young age, trying to figure things out. But as you can see, from the CEOs from DC Studios, they say nah, he's not part of it. OG. So you have the source there. We're just waiting on part two.
So, okay, so then that doesn't make sense. Why would they cross over the Phantom flooding and the Batman and to the Penguin? If they're
Because
not gonna.
the penguin is part of Matt Reeves' story.
But why
But it's
connect
not
the
it's
Bat?
not it's not connected to Batman Brave the Bold.
Like
So,
at all.
so, but they're still saying that they made it a spin-off.
No,
At
this is a
that.
Batman Brave the Bold. It's a different origin. It's a different.
Wait, so we're
Everything is.
looking.
This is when he was old before night. I would say before Nightwing.
Wait, what? Set up full sentence one more time, please.
I'm trying to figure out where Batman Brave the Bold starts.
Oh yeah,
Is it
what's it?
is
Nightwing
it
is a grown man already. We already know that Dick Grayson exists. The original thing with Brave and the
but
Bold
did
is
but
when
did Dick Grayson
Nightwing,
Neil
yeah,
did Dick
Dick Grayson took
Grayson
over for Batman, and then Damian Wayne became Robin. So it was Nightwing as Batman and Damian Wayne as Robin. That's what Brave and the Bold is supposed to be in the comics. But
yes, that's what I'm
but
saying.
James Gunn want to say screw that. We're gonna have um old Batman be Batman, and then Damian Wayne is gonna be Robin. That's what they're gonna do instead, which I don't
So
like.
they
But
they they so they're taking out Nightwing's origin story.
so it would seem, or maybe they will hint at it.
Cause
Maybe they'll give a little homage to it or something.
yeah, because Batman Brave the Bold has the whole family together.
Something like that. Yes, we saw it in Batman Bad Blood.
Yeah.
We saw that hinted at in Batman Bad Blood.
So there's different villains that they're gonna have to face in that aspect. You
Potentially,
know,
yes.
so we just have to see and let him cook and let him cook. The the last the last thing I want to talk about before we talk about Sky. Any thoughts on what's going on in the ethos of this guy should be
Oh,
Batman?
can can I say something?
Oh, go
Okay,
ahead.
so they said so. The whole crossover is probably not gonna be Batman Brave and the Bold story, but I think we're gonna make a separate story with those three characters
For who?
for Robert Patterson
Oh, yeah, he
and
already has his own thing
Penguin.
going on in Elseworld. That's what
Yeah,
they're gonna be calling it, Elseworld.
also,
So
yeah,
Elseworld stories will be protected in their own little bubble. They will have no bearing or impact on the overall story of their version of the DCU. So James Gunn is doing his own thing, um, and Robert Pattinson and them they're doing their own thing.
so, so, as my theory seems to be correct about Penguin, Joker, and Batman are gonna come together.
Can't.
You
Unless maybe it's
think,
a
you,
different version of Joker, the one that we saw in the end of the Batman movie.
but, okay, that doesn't make sense though.
One more time.
Cause, that
It's
doesn't make sense.
it's separate, OG.
Yeah,
OG
it's separate.
Batman because this Batman Robert Pattinson is the younger version.
The stupider version.
Batman Brave and the Bold.
I think we're two separate things. I think they're two separate. storylines. I think they're two separate storylines.
That don't
Like,
impact each other.
they won't they won't direct. Hang on. They won't impact each other directly.
Yeah, that's what we said.
So you're saying that it's gonna impact Brave of the Bold?
No.
It
That's what I'm
won't.
saying.
Well, not directly. Not
Indirectly.
directly.
Indirectly.
That could potentially happen. Yes, good
Not.
observation.
But I do hope they do some sort of crossover between
No,
Joker.
no, I will fight you. I will
Ah,
find wherever you are, and I will fight.
w-
No,
okay, why not?
I will learn to be a hacker, or pay, or work my
What?
butt out to
What?
pay somebody to fight you, so I can fight you myself.
What?
If that becomes a thing.
What? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be breaking the board, but it could be something separate. But why would they put
Like a
those?
multiversal storyline where they're gonna just do some cameos and that's it. They run off the screen same time. Like hi, bye, shoom, and that's it. I'm done. Yeah,
I,
nothing
I,
else.
I don't think so.
Nothing else.
Okay, why would they connect the Batman movie, the Batman movie flood to the Penguin?
They're not.
Why connect it?
No, but you have to understand the Penguin has always been Batman's villain, right? And
That's Matt Reeves. That's Matt Reeves'
the
story.
but this is the Penguin. The Penguin didn't start until his younger age. Because if you seen the first Joker we loved, that was part of like from 27 till 37 till
What do you mean?
37 40
What?
of Batman. That's his
No, no,
age.
no,
Oh, that's his age bracket. I think that he was fighting against the Joker
no.
from
What are you trying to? Exactly are you trying to say with the 27 to 37? With the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Is that what you're referencing?
the Walking Phoenix. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That version of Joaquin Phoenix Joker has Bruce Wayne being probably a 10-year-old boy. So again, that doesn't work.
No,
It's his
I'm
own different
talking.
thing.
No. I'm talking about Batman. Batman. Is it Batman with nose? Is it Batman Begin? I think
Christopher
it's
Nolan,
Yeah, Christopher Nolan's.
that's not connected to anything going on right now.
No, but I'm saying like I'm talking about the age bracket of the villain of the Joker that Batman had to fight.
Mm.
That's why I'm talking about numbers. I mean, because we saw different iterations of the Joker, and I'm looking at the age bracket of Batman when he was fighting the Joker. I don't know. I don't know what time frame where Joker just died. You know, when
Yeah.
Joker just died, I don't know what to stop at. That's why I said between 27 and 40. That's the time he was, facing the Joker. From 40 so on, he was facing stuff that has to do with Flash and
Bane.
them.
But that version doesn't even matter at all. You know why? Because he got burnt out after a year of being Batman. He couldn't handle it.
So
He got burnt out.
Eh,
So that doesn't matter. Christopher Nolan's version doesn't matter anymore. He got burnt out and
okay,
retired.
mm,
so if they're not connected, and tell me this first, why would they put the flooding from the end of Batman into Penguin if they're not connected?
Those two
no,
are connected because they're made
those
by the
two.
same Matt Reeves.
Yes,
Those two are connected. That's why
yes.
we have the same actor. Those two are connected.
Oh, okay. So you do think Penguin and the Batman and the Joker are gonna be colliding somehow.
Which Joker we're talking? We're talking the one that
Walking
we saw at
him.
the end.
Yeah, the one that will end the Joker too.
Oh, you
Joaquin
talking
Phoenix,
about
that
that?
won't be
You talking?
happening.
No, no, no. The
No, no, no,
end
no.
of Joker 2. There's another
Oh, the Joker.
Joker. There's another Joker. He's talking about
Yeah,
that.
so that Joker.
That might. Okay. Now I see where you at.
There's another Joker at the end of Joker 2?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
wait. So this would mean, technically
so,
speaking, that the Joker that we've been following, that we're supposed to be following going forward, is a counterfeit. He's a fraud. He's a follower, not a leader.
no,
That's
he
the note. That's the notation of what type of Joker we have seen to this.
You see what happens when they
That's
don't
what the
follow the source
writer
material.
that's what the writer wants to show you. The writer wants to show you this particular
And what did I say
Joker.
about the writer?
You
You
didn't
remember
like
what I
him.
said about the writer? He's
Yeah,
a
you
pseudo
didn't.
intellectual. That's what I said. He's a fraud.
Mm.
He steals ideas and then try to masquerade it as his own, and then it goes horribly. And he's like, "Oh, see, I was just in it for the money." He tries to say, "Oh, what we don't get real art or whatever."
I
So
don't
yeah,
know.
man. But
I will.
It's
I did not know that.
10:06.
OG, thank you for telling me, because I only got 30 minutes into the
It's
film.
10:06.
I didn't know there was supposed to be a second Joker that came
Huh?
afterwards. But
It's
yeah,
10:06.
Well, I, I still think if
Yeah.
they're not
You gotta
connected,
take a shower?
then why would we put the flooding of a dam into
You
Penguin
gotta go, right?
if they're not
So, why you
connected?
wanted me to wake you up earlier? I didn't know that.
Because they connect them there. And I think we'll
You could have
all
told me that.
three of those characters
Your glasses
are
is behind you.
gonna all cross over
I just wanted you to sleep because you said
somehow.
you had a
I
headache.
don't know if it's a show, I
Did you
don't
feel
know if
better
it's
at
a
least?
movie, but I think we're all gonna cross over.
Huh? The headache went away? Okay, good, good, good. All right, let me finish up real quick, then I'll be right with you.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we just have to wait and see. Definitely.
But thank you very much for putting things further into perspective.
How
Because
you?
I was getting ready to save up some money, so I can find you.
How you feeling, Scott? Scott, you here?
Sky working on his record label.
Uh,
And I'm not saying it connected to the Blazing with board, but the see my train of thought of how
nah,
Penguin
then
and Joker and Batman
that's not connected. So
really.
don't try to connect it. Don't try to
Yeah,
connect it.
don't come up with your own
Hmm.
fan theories. We'll go off what you see.
Yeah,
Don't make your
Well,
own
no,
fan
I
theories.
do
Don't make your
see,
own personal head canons. None of that.
and
nah,
and
because it's not
and
connected to DCU.
and maybe maybe I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Then why connect the flooding from a Batman to Penguin?
because that's Matt Reeves' story. It's
I just
not
said this.
Okay,
DCU story.
so do you think
Matt Reeves, James Gunn, two different people. They're doing their own
Yeah.
thing.
so do you think Matt Reeves could cause a movie?
No.
Why do you want to cross over so
I
bad?
don't know.
Why you want
Because
him to
This is an
cross?
honest crossover.
Wait,
there's
hold up.
so much
What?
evidence
Well, that's
they
what
get
people
caught.
say. That's what people say. You're not the only one. You're not the only one, bro.
I don't know.
The streets don't always know what they truly need until they get it. So
Yeah,
Uh,
you're not the only one. There's Screen Rant wrote an article about it
so
on
why can
February
I?
28th. On February 28th, bro. They wrote an article about this. So you're not the only one that's speculating this theory. I
So
have a
what if they're not connected? Why connect the dam for Batman? We're blowing up the dam to the Penguin.
We just said this is the same film. It's the same director.
That's why.
Yeah. It's the same director.
Okay.
same
That's right.
director. They're
Same
connected.
director.
Penguin is check this out. The Penguin is connected. Batman is connected, right? And
Same
then you're
director,
gonna
same actors.
and then watch it. You about to get Batman 2. Watch it. You about to get Gotham. No. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Arkham.
yeah, correct yourself.
Arkham.
I
Arkham,
was gonna
bro.
track you down.
Arkham, bro. You
I
know,
was about to hop on next bus in New Jersey.
that's the same uh origin, everything. He's gonna go through Batman 2. He might go through Scarecrow. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know who's gonna be his next villain. If Nas,
Uh,
if Nas or OG can tell me through how his between 20 and 30, who's his next villain?
He had people. He had runner ups like the Riddler. He had this one dude that put him on a penny. This one dude that fought him with the dinosaur. Those type of people he went up against during those times. He was building his rogues gallery.
When he was
Killer
young,
Croc.
he was when he was young.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He started to get swinging at people.
Hmm.
He was one of those. I was young when I jumped off the porch. Yeah, he was one of those people. Out the gate, he walked up into some underground high level um or shadow organization, and he said, "Hey, your time is over," and walked out. And afterward, he pissed himself. He started making enemies day one.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait for what Robert Pattinson is gonna be. I can't wait. Can't wait to
Oh,
see
you mean
how's.
you mean pathetic?
I don't.
I've seen it.
We don't know. We don't
I mean, we
know.
don't know. We saw.
Just,
He's a
but
steroid junkie. He had to
but
take some. He had to juice himself.
He
We saw this.
made they made
He
$8 billion.
was on drugs.
They made $1 billion. So don't hate
Of
on
him being a of him being a junkie.
don't hate don't be
I
hating
already do.
because
I already do.
he made $1 billion, and there are people that's way more likable than you. So
That's cool.
the next topic that I have for you guys is the last
Mm.
one of the night is Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts had another trailer I want to watch with you guys before we depart because Thunderbolts is coming out very soon, and this is my next uh antipate like my anticipation that I really want to see. Seeing it more makes me think that this is gonna be a funny beat up movie. Um, it's only a minute and four. It's only a minute and 40 seconds. Let's watch this together.
There's something wrong.
The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep people safe?
was a great marketing right there. That was great marketing. I ain't gonna lie, that was great marketing. How y'all feeling about that marketing that they just pulled right there?
They look like a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, that's what they are.
They give me like a Earth version of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mmm, mmm. I feel you on that one. I see where you're going with this, but we'll see. We'll definitely see because Thunderbolts is funny, greedy, and we'll see how that's gonna um, alter and become. You know, it's 10:16.
I guess, I don't know. I'm still thinking about Joker, Batman, and Black Penguin. So why would they connect the starting of a damn to Penguin? If they're not connected.
Cause that's how they wanted it. They wanted it to be separate.
So why bring in the starting of a dam to over to Penguin if it's separate?
The Penguin is connected. Penguin is connected to that Batman because it's part of the same writer team. It's not connected to the DCU. So don't try to connect it. Don't try to weave it. Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to theorize it. James Gunn said Robert Pattinson's Batman is not connected to the DCU. The only thing that's connected is the Penguin show, Batman Part 2, and Arkham. Because it's coming from the same writer, the same producers. That's why it's called Elseworld. Just like the same thing where we had Superman TV show. We had Superman TV show, we had TV, and we had Superman live action. Due to the fact that DC wants to make instead of making a Batman TV show, they made it a live action, and then they're gonna make another live action Brave with a Bold. That's how they doing it. Don't try to connect the two. Don't try to figure it out. That's how it is.
No, it's connected. But probably not breaking the board. It probably won't be breaking the board, but it's probably going to be separate from breaking the board.
Mm.
It's too much evidence of it's piling up.
Oh, if
Nah,
if I
Nas,
remember,
how you feeling about Thunderbolts?
oh, I was gonna answer this thing real quick. I was
Oh,
gonna say
okay,
something because
go ahead.
so if you remember, back when the Snyderverse was still a thing, they wanted to have done a Batman movie with Ben Affleck, starring as Batman. So this would have been in the Snyderverse and
Where's
him
my
directing this movie. It didn't work out that way, so they gave it
see my
to Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves was doing it, so now he was doing his own thing. But because of what was
my
going on
coat, my
behind the
jacket?
scenes in terms of Warner Brothers, DC, and the Snyderverse, it never happened when it should have happened. Now
And
it's end up
my
happening
white coat?
sometime later,
Toss it.
2022. This time now we're hearing talked about a new DC universe under James Gunn and a new hostile takeover by James Gunn, or that's what I'm describing it as. So
Thank you.
whatever he
So I
was
can be
going
ready.
doing,
Now I just
it
gotta
was either
find
one
my
of two
hat.
things. He'd do it in a standalone thing by itself,
Oh, right here.
or they scrap it all together. They're not going to scrap it. They already invested a lot of money behind it, so they still put it out. People loved it. It made lots of money. So logically, for some dumb reason, if something makes a lot of money, you want to do it a second time. Now they're doing it a second time. This has nothing to do with the DC universe as is being given by James Gunn. They might hint at it, but it's not necessarily something that they're going to be focusing on at all. They're not. It's, if it even makes its first foot on the steps of the new DC universe, that will be as far as it goes. It's gonna walk right back down them steps. Right? It's no crossover happening at all, as far as we know. Got it?
I understand that. I
But
understand
you
what
still
you're
you're still
saying,
upset about it, and you'd want it to be a crossover. You'd want
but
there to be a
I
crossover.
don't believe that. I
Exactly.
understand it,
Exactly.
but I don't believe it. I don't know.
Yeah, keep holding out hope.
Okay.
But if it does happen, just know I'm gonna track you down. Now, into the other thing that I wanted to say before we shifted. Did anybody here watch the pitch that I had sent a few months back? Did either of you had watched the pitch that I'd sent a while back that Nando V movies did in terms of Thunderbolts and how these characters should have synergy and bounce off each other and how each character should be essential to the team and what value they bring and why they're there? Did
Hmm.
anyone see that at all or no?
Yeah, I seen that. I see what you're talking about. I think
I
there's
I
uh,
don't remember one personally.
if you have the
Mm,
link posted.
Jesse, you saw it?
Yeah, I seen it. That's why I'm able to say that um it's similar to the trailer
Figured.
that they showed me.
I
It's
figured.
because
No point in
because
saying anything then. It
you
would be
heard
a
me.
waste.
Oh, my bad. I think that I watched it, right? I watched it, and that's why I can be able to say that throughout the trailers of Thunderbolt, it's similar but not equivalent only because you know different producers have their own way, and
Yeah, yeah,
can't
sure.
you can't knock creativity from different walk of life. So um like with this trailer, I don't know if you've seen this trailer that I just posted.
I did.
it
I
it's
did.
like I said, it's similar, and I think that Thunderbolts is going to be an awesome
Similar to
movie
what exactly?
to the one you sent me.
Mm,
That's why I said it's
okay.
similar, but it's not the same idea. It's not the same idea. It's not the same creativeness because it's different producers that made um, similar to what Thunderbolts could be. You know, if it was a different producer, Thunderbolts, I bet you this Thunderbolts with this producer that created it, it wouldn't be nobody else can create Thunderbolts the way Thunderbolts was created. I tell you that. I tell you that straight lace. Before we dip off, just to recap, who who created Thunderbolts? If you don't know,
The original character or the original storyline, or we're talking about this show, this movie. I
the
mean,
the the movie.
don't remember,
I'm about the
or should I say, no idea. Regardless, watch that thing again and see. You gonna see why
director.
I sent it.
Director is Jake Schreier. Jake Schreier is the
Who
person
worked on Hereditary?
that worked on Robot and Frank, Pepper Towns, We Cry Together, I See You, I Can See You. He does good films. I mean, he does good films. So we're gonna see about how, and he did Toy Story 3. So we're gonna definitely see how Thunderbolts is gonna show out the crowd. You know. Before we leave, guys, any final thoughts of Daredevil, Doctor Doom, Batman, and Thunderbolts? Any last
Mm.
thoughts?
Yes. Two separate things. So it's gonna be a bit of a monologue. So, in back in terms of Daredevil, I want if Sky was here, this was directly for him. This is what I wanted to tell him. The reason why, according to the movie, to the TV show with Charlie Cox, the reason why one of the reasons to me I think Daredevil is so cool is because he got trained by the same people who trained Iron Fist, essentially
Mm-hmm.
speaking. And Iron Fist, according to the show, he got trained in heaven. He got trained by one of the by the masters of Kunlun, and Kunlun is one of the seventh heavens,
Yes.
if I remember
And
correctly. He literally got trained
yes.
by heaven, right? And now these
Yes.
people, who are the Chase, they serve on the Iron Fist, and then
And
the
I
people
think
who serve
and I
on the
think
Iron Fist,
Shang-Chi is part of that
yeah.
seven.
Wait. The people who trained under Iron Fist are the ones who trained Daredevil, and that's what
Okay.
makes it cool. So technically speaking, Daredevil works for Iron Fist, but unfortunately, Iron Fist was so shit. They weren't able to pull that off or to show that up. But this is according to the TV show, the Netflix TV shows, and that's one of the reasons why Daredevil is as cool as he is in the TV show. That was
Mhm.
for Sky. I wanted him to hear that. The next thing that I wanted to say, rewatch that thing. Whenever you get both of you get the chance, please rewatch um none of the movies Thunderbolts pitch. Please. It ties up
Okay.
perfectly. It ties up perfectly what Brave New World tried to do in with Sam Wilson. It ties it up perfectly, as well as tell um a better well, I'll tell a good story working with characters that we don't have already and bringing in new characters. All that Thunderbolts is just a reusing of old characters that we have. But with this one, with his version, every single time when he makes a pitch, he tries to bring a new character into the fray so that Marvel has more characters and DC has more characters to use, and which is what I like. I don't like the stale reuse. I like keeping it fresh, like a bit of the old stuff, but bringing some new stuff too. And that his pitch does that perfectly. So you out here glazing saying, oh, you don't think anyone could have done the Thunderbolts like that person, whereas this pitch that I'm mentioning to you came out at least a few years now and it's been out. And like I said, people need to see how good stories can get, or else I wouldn't be talking about this so much.
How about
But
Doctor
yeah, that
Doom
was it.
and Batman?
Waiting to see what they do. Scan the barcode, place it down. Just waiting to see what they do, like everybody else.
Okay. OG, any final thoughts with Daredevil, Doctor Doom, Batman,
Uh,
and the Thunderbolts?
I'm loving Daredevil. Uh, I enjoy the more complexity to it, but it's such a I don't know. I like I can't scratch about Batman, Penguin, and Joker. I don't know. It's I can't scratch about those three projects are somehow connected. I just I don't know. I don't know.
And there you have it from my panelists that we was here to talk about different four topics because it was a lot to talk about because I wanted to talk about Daredevil, Doctor Doom. There was a lot of rumors going on with Doctor Doom. There was rumors going on about Batman, and there was this new trailer going out for Thunderbolts because Thunderbolts is coming out in May. Can't wait for that. Um, we'll come back to this a little bit later next week. I'll be back. You know, we out here. And we do it. Don't forget to hit the like, share this podcast, subscribe so you can watch and hear my commentary and hear my panelists comment and criticize on set film. That's what we do. You know what I mean? We do it for fun. Don't hate the mastermind. Hate the creativeness. Hate that we're just trying to help you to be better. I understand that you want to say that, you know, yeah, this is this is how we do our own shit. I get it. I understand. I'm not hating. I'm just trying to see where we can meet in the middle, far as fans, and you know, I'm fan first, and that's why I'm
But
able
I'm
to.
hating.
But I'm fan first. You know what I'm saying? So, and I have other people that's fan and also in the industry, and I'm looking for more people that's in the industry to give me their ideals from looking at it from the writer's perspective, from the choreographic perspective, because I can give you my take because I have an eye in that realm because I'm a techie. So I look at shit like minute detail. So I'm looking at shit in minute detail. So if anybody can interjure to my commentary, you are welcome. You're welcome here in Clubhouse. You can click down below in my YouTube um, screen, and then we have fun. You can come here and comment and critique. You can also, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can comment and write in the chat box. We out here, you know. Collide out.